My stepmother made me eat pet food as punishment, so I made sure she'd never taste real food the same way again. Karen moved in when I was 9, bringing her perfect daughter Brittany, and a smile that never reached her eyes when Dad wasn't looking. The first time she served me dog kibble was 3 weeks after their wedding. I'd accidentally broken one of her precious ceramic angels while playing, and Dad was working late again. "Since you act like an animal," she said, pouring Purina into my bowl while Brittany got chicken nuggets, "you can eat like one." She stood over me, arms crossed, making sure I finished every piece of the dry, tasteless chunks. "Good girls clean their plates," she'd say whenever I gagged. This became our secret ritual. Any minor infraction when Dad wasn't home meant dog food dinner. Spilled juice kibble, forgot to make my bed. Kibble with water, torqued back. The fancy wet food that smelled like rotting fish. Brittany would giggle from the kitchen table, cutting her real food into perfect bites while I crunched through my punishment meal. At least someone appreciates good nutrition. Karen would coo, stroking Brittany's hair. I tried telling Dad once, but Karen was ready. "She's being dramatic again. You know how she exaggerates since her mother died." The poor thing even claimed I fed her pet food yesterday. She laughed like it was the most ridiculous thing she'd ever heard. Dad believed her completely. Why wouldn't he? Karen was sweet as sugar when he was around, always fussing over our blended family, and how much she loved having a stepdaughter. By middle school, I'd learned to hide crackers in my backpack and eat them secretly in my room after my special dinners. The school nurse kept calling home about my weight loss, but Karen always had an explanation. "She's just a piggy eater. We're working with her pediatrician on it." The breaking point came during my senior year. I'd been accepted to 3 colleges and had a celebration dinner planned with my boyfriend's family, but I came home 5 minutes past curfew because of traffic. Karen was waiting in the kitchen with that familiar smile and a can of Alpo. "Rules are rules, sweetie. Maybe this will help you remember to respect our household." I was 18 years old, staring at chunks of beef and gravy meant for dogs when something inside me snapped that night. I didn't eat the pet food. Instead, I went to my room and started planning. I spent 6 months researching, practicing, and perfecting my revenge. I ran a job at a fancy restaurant and learned everything about food preparation, studied nutrition and flavor profiles, until I could identify every ingredient by taste. When I moved back home after college to save money, Karen was thrilled to have me cooking family dinners twice a week. She had no idea what was coming. The first meal looked completely normal: chicken parmesan with a side salad, garlic bread, the works, but I'd made special modifications to Karen's portions. Her chicken was seasoned with beef liver powder, her salad dressing contained fish oil, her garlic bread was made with bone meal flour, all technically food ingredients, all completely safe, all designed to give her the exact texture and aftertaste of premium dog food. She ate every bite, complimenting my cooking skills while Brittany and Dad enjoyed their normal, unmodified meals. "This is delicious, honey. Where did you learn to cook like this?" I just smiled and said I'd been experimenting with new flavor profiles for 2 years. Every meal I cooked for Karen contained hidden pet food ingredients: powdered fish, liver extracts, bone meal, vitamin supplements designed for dogs. She never suspected a thing, always praising my creative cooking and asking for recipes. The best part was watching her try to recreate my dishes for her book club friends. She could never figure out why hers never tasted quite the same. Last month, I finally told her the truth during Sunday dinner. Dad and Brittany had stepped outside to check the grill, leaving us alone at the table. "Remember when you used to make me eat dog food?" I asked casually, cutting my steak. Her fork froze halfway to her mouth. "I've been returning the favor for 24 months. Every single meal I've cooked for you has contained pet food ingredients. You've probably consumed more dog food as an adult than I ever did as a child." The color drained from her face as she looked down at her plate, then back at me. "You can't prove that," she whispered. I pulled out my phone and showed her the detailed recipe log I'd been keeping. Photos of every ingredient, every meal, every compliment she'd given me. I documented everything just like you taught me to be thorough. She hasn't eaten anything I've cooked since then, but every Sunday dinner when she pushes her food around her plate claiming she's not very hungry, I just smile